Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. This is Darker Schneider. So, today, I'm thinking what we'll do is try a challenge. I'm going to start with Pong, because most people would start with back asswards. So hopefully this will add some variety. I have no idea what the challenge is, but it looks like it's kind of like one of those first challenges, except with rubber cement. Let's see how this turns out. So, that's a great pickup. You really have to put your shots at the correct angle because you only get one per room, basically. So this one didn't work out. I have to wait a while for it to finish. But it's doing good work. Because I have flat penny, I'm going to crack this open. Not as good a play as I could hope for, but that was amazing. Don't forget the key. I'm hoping to go for the shop on the first floor because there's likely not an item room on a challenge like this. You have such a strong start. The fire is interacting in strange ways. I'm gonna roll on this. Fine by me. One more scent? Nope. Alright. I might blow up the pots if that's what it takes. Well, let's go into the shop and see. Spider mod is pretty good. Stopwatch is also pretty good, especially since lately I've been playing pretty much the worst I've ever played in my entire life. We're gonna see if we get anything from the boss in terms of money. And that's enough. That's the shiny rock, right? Yeah.
Infested!
Infested's a great pill. I was hoping it was the other rock trinket, so when we break rocks you get money, but this'll do. Take my spider mod and leave. I probably like spider mod more than the average person, but just the ability to see, in relative terms, how much damage I'm dealing with a life bar is reassuring. Also, if it's one of those invisible champions, I can get a beat on it. With one bomb, it's not really worth it. If we get more bombs, I'll be all over it. 2,500, 1,000, 1,000. We have a pretty good damage stat. That worked out better than I could have hoped. Wait for him to shoot and then crack one off. Didn't quite make it through the gap. That's fine, there's more where that came from. So I'm basically going to be searching for special rocks of any type. Although I didn't even notice it was a creep spider. I was too busy looking at the wall saying, oh, there's probably a secret room here. You really should be paying attention to the enemies. So good though. Even if it's no real upgrade, it looks amazing. With a golden key I might as well look. And I'm not missing out on anything. Being able to carry 2 trinkets would be great, because I can carry a damage trinket as well as the flat penny. This is Nightmare, though. it's a tiny hole. This sun card, use that next floor probably. I'd like another bomb. I didn't want to spend one there, but I felt it was necessary, given the incredible delay on these tiers. Please, my life. Spider-Man, that's what we got him for. Without being arrow-shaped, it's hard to tell where that thing's going to go now. But the giant bouncing coin's worth it. Now we're going to head down to the boss fight, absolutely destroy it. Well, he jumped. Cheeky bugger. Didn't work. More range might actually be bad. So, this is my reasoning. With Maw of the Void, if you hold the button down, even if you're not shooting, it should still charge it, and that'll give me a way to deal with enemies after my shot's out. It might not be necessary, admittedly. That is the worst damage ever. So, I'm going to blow up a mushroom. I'm going to charge up Maw. There. But if you don't know how Maw of the Void works, it scales with your damage and your range. And when it's charged, you'll see an upside down cross on your character's head. That's compost, right? Changes consumables in the ground into spiders and flies. I have no confidence in my speed right now, so I'm going to do this nice and slow. Excellent.
Infested?
Well, not even the game's sure about that one. Does the shop have... Yes, it does. I really don't want to die on this floor after going deep. Hilariously, this coin might just wreck the room. I'm going to endeavor to use Maw of the Void whenever applicable. Generate some extra HP. Hasn't been working out so far, but one day. I abstained from using the sun card. I'm going to explore this floor anyway, and we're pretty much done with it. We have Black Lotus HP. The Hollow is going to get ruined. And we made an incredible profit. Let's see what the deal is. The game knows how to tickle me. So now our damage is just off the charts. And HP is no longer a concern. I'm going to use Maw of the Void to do that though, because it's so handy. And that's good too if I can get half of the heart. We don't need that. There's no point in doing extra special runes with the damage we already have. The run gave us everything we need. And I don't really want the lovers. If possible, I'd like to stay at half of a red heart. Well, like technically it's possible, but I don't want to give that up. Ideally, I would keep a half red heart or less. down to the end of the game, but there's a time and place for that.
I can see it forever.
What world we live in. The rate of fire use an improvement, but maybe items that improve your rate of fire are taken out of the pools for this run? Or does Abaddon increase your rate of fire? I'm not entirely sure. He gets a bomb though. After getting so many deals, a little bit extra chance would help. Okay, well, I did that wrong. It was short-sighted. Should have bought restock. There's potential for a lot of money ahead of the keeper. There's just fire. So I don't think Ma can reach there, so I'm depending on banking this shot right. I have no idea how to use that room, or if it does anything. That was just rude. Probably gonna get an angry letter from him in the mail.
Infested!
I'm pretty confident
Speed
with
down.
taking all of these pills. With so much HP, there's no reason not to. The speed downgrade kind of sucks, but once again, it's trivial. We basically have HP on tap, so if we take a few extra hits, it'll probably just help clear the room faster. Case in point. I suppose I could strive to become Guppy by going into every possible room, looking for chests and drops, but it's hardly necessary. I would even go so far as to say you could do this entire run with just the starting items. Black Feather, I think, is just straight damage up. It's a wonderful run. A seemingly easy challenge to start things off with. I hope I'm not just getting incredibly lucky and ruining the intended challenge. But then that's part of the game too. I've also basically forsaken my tiers, and I'm exclusively using Maw of the Void. The spiders are really strong. I should really find a room that has poops in it. But whether I have 2 spiders or 6 spiders, they probably won't last a room anyway. And look at that, if I walk into a room in fire, I've already won. Brownie is kind of a bad matchup because you can't burn through the first phase and kill the second phase in a single hit. Luckily, it lasted long enough to get 2 hits in. I might even be really cheeky and do boss rush. We'll see. I'd like to keep this a little bit shorter episode, after having such a long episode out before. So, it's not that I want to do short episodes and make more of them. It's just I don't want to have everyone watching sit through an hour of content each time. That's a ridiculous demand. This is a beautiful room. I mean, carry damage. Not as many payouts as I'd hoped for, as in any at all. I will drop a bomb there, though. And that's what you always hope for. A further speed down. Although, Not so bad. No, do not pick that up. That might clear the whole room hilariously enough. The flat penny pickup in the early game is still paying for itself, as I'm able to go into basically any room I want. I'm going to roll for the BFFs. No. I don't know exactly how the BFFs affect spider mod, but I assume having a larger spider mod is to the benefit of all. More contact spider mod has, the more status chances I can inflict. Please, fire. Someday. Lots of battery charges on this run, but no spacebar item to make use of them. I'll walk back. There's a measure of responsibility when you say, I would take that if I had the money, and then you get the money. You should really take it. So now I have a big bad spider mod. And as we slowly work our way towards what I presume is the boss fight, I don't expect much resistance. I'll wait for the charge. Take the Polaroid, go in the deal. Oh, I can't actually wait because I have piercing tears. I'll look in Boss Rush. Tiny Planet, it ruins the flavor of the run. Sad Bombs is amazing. Zodiac is interesting. But none of them were that great, so I think I will just move on. Alright, I'm apparently just going to carry the Sun card to the end of the game. It's a member of my party now. Thank you, Giant Coin, for killing that enemy right when I didn't want to. I've been all my life. It's a very interesting room that I have no use for right now, but on another run, perhaps. This room, easily taken care of. Yeah, this challenge is one of those fun ones that just gives you a really interesting combination. Which, I'll call it my favorite challenges. Not because they're easy, but because they're fun. It's like the challenge where they give you all the technologies. Computer Savvy, I think it was. And that was really fun. I don't know if it starts you with psychic shots or if I picked up Spoon Bender, but it's a fun run. Just, you know, piercing lasers that wrap around the room. Almost the same as this, bouncing tears that clear the room. Now who's the fool who should have picked up Sad Bombs? Well, my coin jitters completely uselessly taking time. Charge up one of these bad boys. So glad I picked up mine. I can almost get two of them out before I can fire. So certainly helps out in a pinch, especially in a big room where the tier can just fly off into the horizon and never come back. I thought it was one of those guys that shot me. was going to be the most amazing shot of all time, then reality happened. I'm going to continue to charge Maw the Void. It's much more reliable than our giant bouncing coin. Not nearly as amazing, though. Probably going to be Skrillex, because I was Skrillex triacting. Haven't seen this guy now. I swear the last 80% of my recent runs have been Skrillex. After having no Skrillex for an age and a half, oh, the yellow ones actually attack you. Okay. There comes a time in a man's life when he has to accept that dodging is the greater part of valor. Oh, so that's a fresh guy up there. Oh my god, 2 coins in the same room? I won't be able to see my character anymore. This room, though, almost makes me want to use the sun card. But in 10 or 20 years, the next tier of fires will be done. There we go. I would like one last opportunity to gain the favor of the devil, and potentially go into only black hearts and soul hearts. We shall see. If it offers brimstone, though, I can't take it. Even though I've basically ruined the flavor of the run with Maw the Void, it's still about the bouncing tiers. I was lucky with the first few floors, but now I'm just finding every dead end that exists. I'm probably on the right track, though. And not quite done. My tier saved me from myself. Let's try to the left. I expect this to be close. Finally, Krampus. Might as well take that, since I used my spacebar to exactly 0 times. Could fight Hush. It'd probably be a waste of time. Can you go down to the void on Child? Probably. Oh well. I don't think I can go down the void in this file yet. But do I have to beat Hush on Apollyon to unlock the void? The T. I can't even see it. His rate of fire is interesting enough. Usually, Fate's reward is slower. I guess he's a second fire. So, maybe within the next 3 runs, I'll do Apollyon. I technically did Apollyon on my first run, but that one didn't work out. So it'll be the lost run. If I can get it, I still have the footage. If I can get it to work, I'll make it work. But if not, it was just a standard chest run. Got brimstone, destroyed the game. Didn't even make a particularly interesting void item. It had Mum's bra and Tammy's, no, Isaac's charge. is fairly interesting. It wasn't even that good, so it's a shame that was lost. This is where I'll use the sun. Curse of darkness. Since almost that's red. I love it. Come on, man. Did you see the shadow on this tier? It's enormous. No need to use the sun, so this episode is the episode where I escort the sun card all the way through the game. Use a space fire if it wants to. And that is Pong. Let's see what we got. Greed's Gullet. Well, that was a fun episode, and I hope to see you all next time. This has been Darker Schneider. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. I'd really like some feedback for these early videos to see how I can improve, and enjoy. Until next time.